Hey, you guys. I'm coming on live to talk to you guys about Purpose in Pain seminar that is coming up October the 16th. And I'm going to tell you exactly how it was birthed and how it was brought upon. Okay? I got my second shot today. Everything went well. And I'm taking my complex. Complex is a complete immune booster. It's a total immune booster. And with complex, it has echinacea, zinc, and elderberry, amongst a lot of other vitamins that I've been taking because I care about my health and I want to make sure that my immune system is stronger than ever. Because if our immune system is weakened, we are in trouble. Okay, so I'm taking my complex. And the complex is 3 capsules daily. You can either do all three at once, but I do mine breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, you guys, as you all know, I'm having my first seminar here in Atlanta October the 16th. And how was this birth? My oh my, where do I start? Where do I start? I never wanted to be an entrepreneur. I never saw myself trying to help anybody in life, because I'm one of those people that I'm very, very self-sufficient, which means I don't depend on anybody. But the thing about it is, when I was going through my depression, my anxiety, when I had low self-esteem, no confidence, no no guidance of where I wanted my life to go, I had to get a coach. If you don't have a coach in your life, if you don't have a mentor, if you don't have anybody that you can look up to get advice from, then you really will be clueless outside of your pastor. Because the truth is, our church is closed down. It has been closed down since the pandemic. And our church is doing so well that our pastor is not even stressed about opening the doors. We pay our tithes through Cash App. The world is changing. But church got me through the worst pain in my life. The worst pain I ever experienced in my life was the loss of my mom. That pain is a pain that I don't wish on anybody. If your mom is still living today, I don't care what kind of relationship y'all have, just say hello. How are you? See, my pain was deep because me and my mom was like this. We lived together, so it hit different. So that was the darkest point in my life to where I battled deep, dark depression to the point where I was suicidal. I didn't want to live. I didn't want to wake up. I was having nightmares of snakes crawling all on me. I was having nightmares of spiders crawling on me. I was seeing my mom walk down the hallway. And it was bad. And my husband told me, baby, I think you should go and get help. And I was like, yeah, I know I need help, but I know no one can help me. No one can help you when you're going through the loss of your mom. No one can help you. You have to get through that yourself. But I did go get help because I made a promise to my mom that I would get help. She knew I was going to take it hard. So I went to go see a psychiatrist. It was a young girl. Looks like looks can be conceiving. If you look at me, you probably think I never went through anything. But the truth is, I have been through a lot of pain. And, I had to go see another therapist. And I was prescribed antidepressants, things for anxiety, things for sleep. But the thing is, once they gave me the medicine, once I took the medicine, it's like I would go to sleep and just be like, what if I don't wake up in the morning? Will people miss me? Like, will people notice? I would say just crazy things. Or like if you see a weapon, you'll be like, oh, I see how it's so easy for people to just off themselves. And that's how you know you really need real help. So I had to really, really stay before the Lord in order for me to get through depression. Because if it wasn't for church was open then. If it wasn't for me going to church, I used to call in to work because I wanted to go to church so bad. Because I knew if I didn't go to church, Lord, I didn't even have a will to live, right? So going through everything that I went through, I hid myself from social media. I never posted. I just hide behind social media, hide behind fake pages, wishing my life could be like other people, unhappy with my life, unhappy where I was. I had moved from Miami to Atlanta. I hated it, and I was just like, what am I doing here? What am I doing on earth? My mom dead, so what's next? It's like I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about a job. I didn't care about my health. I didn't care about what I ate. I didn't care about what I did. I was reckless. And it was bad. It was bad. And sometimes when you're the strong person, you get tired of being a strong person. You get tired of being a strong person. I just wanted to just be. I wanted to escape. I wanted to go to Hawaii and never come back. But I was married at the time. And I couldn't just do the things that I normally would do. Thank God sent my husband, because I don't know what would have happened if I didn't have my husband during that time. So that's just one of my pain points. And at this time, I'm going through social media. And then I stumbled across my coach and my mentor, Coach Stormy Wellington. I never knew her a day in my life. I never followed her on Instagram. I didn't even know who she was. I didn't know what she did. I never heard about TLC. I never heard about her, period. And I seen she was in Miami. I'm like, I need to get to Miami. What am I doing in Georgia? What am I doing here? So the plan was I was going to come to Georgia to get land and a property, but then go back, me and my mom, and get another condo. But things didn't work out like that. So I lost all my drive and everything. But then I started watching my coach every day. I would lay in the bed and watch Coach Stormy exercise every morning. I just lay in the bed and watch her. And then one day, I was watching her work out, and I started listening to her. She was like, you laying in the bed, is you working out, or is you laying in the bed, or is you watching? If you depressed, you need to get up. I lost my mom. She was just talking. I was like, oh, she lost her mom too? So I started really digging deep, like, wow. So I'm like, okay, so she feel my pain, right? So I was like, okay, Crystal, you know you need a change in your life. How you moving and the way what you doing is not gonna get you nowhere. One day I got up, I put on my workout clothes, and I started working out. And I started seeing, like, she was taking her supplements and she sell tea. I joined her team. I never DM her or anything. I joined the team. She said get a 120 Smart Ship. I got NRG, NutriBurst, and Detox. I knew I needed detox, how constipated I used to be. I was like, detox? I never drank no detox tea. I used to drink the ballerina tea when I was in Miami, but I just drank that like every now and then, because we used to want our stomach to be flat in Miami. But I never drank detox tea. So I drank the tea and I said, ooh, okay, this is what I like. Because I used to be so constipated because I have fibroids. And I used to have to take iron pills. So I drank the tea, which I'm drinking now. And everything started flowing. I started feeling good. You know, I just used to watch my coach every day. I used to watch my coach every day. And I was like, man, she's telling the truth. She can relate to my pain. So I started taking NRG. I started studying about it. I started taking NutriBurst. I started working out. And then I heard that she was having an event called The Awakening. So I said, oh, she having an event. I get to be with my coach, happy, You want to be around someone that changed your life. You want to be in the presence and just let them know, like, if it wasn't for you, God first, husband second, family, friends third and fourth. But if it wasn't for my coach making a difference in my life, inspiring me, motivating me, pushing life into me, seeing her dedication, and me getting back to how I was. Because, see, I've been a boss in my own right in my mind. But I had some soul searching to do. I had to figure out what made me happy. I had to figure out what I was going to do with my life. And it was very hard for me to figure it out because I don't have any kids. So for a person that does not have any kids, it's kind of like you can throw in the towel on stuff real quick, you know. So I'm like, if I had kids, I don't know how I would have acted, what I would have did. But by me not having a child, it's kind of like you don't care, like what you don't care, right? So I went to the awakening, and the awakening changed my life. That's how Purpose and Pain was birthed. So at the awakening, it was a prophet, Regina. Is it Regina Martin? Yeah, Prophet Regina. I'm not sure if it's Regina Martin, but Prophet Regina. I didn't know what to expect at the awakening. I just knew I wanted it to look good. If I can go and find my picture at the awakening, I had just got into TLC in December, and awakening was in March, so I was still heavy. I hadn't lost all my weight. I was trying to get down, but I wasn't where I wanted to be, but I was looking good. I wanted to look good because I wanted to make my coach happy. So I went to the awakening, and it changed my life. And this is how the awakening changed my life. So what the awakening is Coach Stormy's event to where you learn yourself, love yourself, and embrace yourself. A lot of times we don't want to embrace ourselves. And that was me. I didn't want to embrace myself because I know how I am. I could be a lot to some people. I'm a person of little patience. So I had to learn it through self-development, right? But the thing about the awakening this was my picture at the awakening. Let me show you my picture at the awakening. This event changed my life. I went to the awakening, and I wanted to be bad. I wanted to be bad. By this time, I only probably had lost like maybe 10 pounds. I think 10 pounds. I've had 30-pound weight loss since then. And I was looking good. I was feeling good. And I was just so happy to be in my coach's presence. So At the awakening, what I learned was I used to value the opinions of others more than I valued my own self. I used to value the opinions of others more than I value my own thoughts, more than I value my own heart. I used to try to people please and try to fit in different environments so people will like me, or people will accept me, or people would not judge me, or people would not say anything bad about me. I would try to conform to the ways of the people, to not try to stand out too much, not try to do too much, not try to say too much, not try to be the finest in a room. No more dimming down, baby. It's period. Because when I walk in, it is what it is. I'm a vibe. I'm a presence. You know? So why on earth would I remove my whole personality of who I am as a person to try to make somebody like me or accept me when they ain't gonna like me or accept me anyway? Why? But I didn't know why I used to do that. I didn't know why. I didn't even know how to be myself. You know, and it's really sad because it took me to go to a self-development event to find it out about myself. I always thought I was true to myself. I always thought that I was doing the things that made me happy until I had to really, really reflect. Until I had to really, really reflect. Crystal, who are you? You went through depression. You still go through it. It's not over. Once you lose your mom, it's never over. You just can deal and you can cope better. Who are you after you lost your mom? I felt like I lost my whole identity when my mom passed because my life revolved around her because I took care of her and I was there with her on hospice until her last day in my home. So I had to learn myself all over again. And that was the hardest thing ever. And I'm still learning myself. I'm still learning myself. And I do a lot of things. I do a lot of things and I'm involved in a lot of things. And I'm very good at multitasking to where I'm still productive. But those are my traits. Those are my characteristics. Those things are like how I'm able to be productive, how I'm able to be disciplined, how I'm able to be consistent and ambitious. But the thing about it was my personality being like a very boisterous woman, a woman that loves to party, have fun, loves the Lord, loves people. All of my personality had died when I lost my mom and when I went through depression. So I didn't even know who I was. That's how much pain I had. That's why I let myself go, because I didn't know who I was. I lost myself. So imagine going from a size 8 to a size 14 because you so depressed, because you eating Popeyes every day. Stayed in the Popeyes line, eat chicken sandwiches. Sometimes I would eat Popeyes twice a day. Why? Because I was finding comfort in food when I should have been finding comfort in the Lord and getting myself together. And the thing is, the pain that I went through when I lost my mom and the pain that I experienced without her being here is a pain that I have to work on every day. So when I work out, it's more than just, I don't need to lose any more weight. I'm already 30 pounds down. I was almost 200 pounds and I'm ideally 155 to 157 pounds all the time. That's my ideal weight. I had almost got up to 200 pounds when I was going through depression. So if you look at yourself in the mirror and you can't identify with who you are, That's because you have purpose and you have pain and you have something that God wants you to do with your life while you're still here. So finally, at the awakening, once I realized that I was putting other people's opinions in front of me and in front of my life, I started living for myself. I started learning what make me happy. What makes you happy, Crystal? What makes you get up in the morning? What makes you want to keep going? What makes you want to succeed? What do you want out of life? What do you want to do to help people? How are you going to change your network and the people around you? What are you going to tell them about your story? Are you going to let people in? Are you going to let people know that you're more than just a pretty, beautiful face? Are you going to let people know that you have substance? And that's what I had to ask myself. Because if I don't share my story, if I don't share my purpose, if I don't share my pain, I can't help anybody else. And Prophet Regina, when she touched me on my chest, she said, if you are holding in your story from the world, you're a fraud. Which means that God put everything in us for someone else. Everything that we went through and everything that we go through and with pain is for us to share. The reason why a lot of us don't heal from our pain is because the worst thing you can not do, or the worst thing you can do, is not talk about it. If you don't talk about it and you constantly put a band-aid on it and you constantly want to change the subject and you constantly don't want to let it out, then you are hiding from your pain. And your purpose is inside the pain that you went through. Because it's for your fellow mankind. It's for your sister. It's for your brother. It's for your colleague. It's for your network of people. My network of people is in public, on social media, and everybody in my phone. That's my network. If I don't talk about it, no one will ever know how I was able to overcome my pain. It took a lot. I have everything that I did to help me with my pain. And that's just one of my pains that I've experienced, but that's the most deep rooted. So, how I end up making purpose in pain is a community. It's a community, it's a safe haven where we can go, where we can share the pain we experience, how we've helped others, how we changed ourselves, how we looked and soul searched within, and how we was able to get on top. And when you come out on top, number one, you coming on top mentally, spiritually, emotionally. How was you able to do it, Crystal? That's what everybody keep asking me in my DM. How did you overcome depression? That's the number one question I get. How did I overcome depression? God. Finding yourself, doing what make you happy, not answering to others just because you want to make that person happy. A lot of us, we do things for other people and we really don't even want to do it. You just do it because you think that's what's right to do, but the inside you're hurting your own self, right? So that's the number one question that I get. And my coach one day, she said, why don't you go start your own community? I said, well, what would I call my community? Your community is your people that you help. So my community is Purpose and Pain. And our mission is to help 1,000 individuals, at least 1,000, find their purpose in life through the pain that they've experienced, to help others, to impact others, to inspire others, to motivate others, to help your community, and to provide positive feedback. Because it's so much negative stuff in the world you can do when you have pain. You can smoke, you can go get high, you can drink, but your problem's still going to be there tomorrow if you don't learn coping mechanisms. And coping mechanisms is different for each ethnic background. And one of my coaching one of my coaching mechanisms that I coach my clients in my community, I coach people through life coaching, how to overcome adversity. I coach in business, how to promote and market your business, how to network your business, and how to make your business profitable. I also coach health and wellness, how to lose 30 pounds in 3 months. If you need to lose 2 pounds before your wedding. So I coach. And how I started my coaching program, because my coach told me, why don't you go and make your own community? Your community is just your safe haven of people that they can gather around, knowing that everything is in confidence, or we can just share with the world. So at my Purpose in Pain seminar, we're going to have guest speakers, people that sharing their pain points, how they overcame their pain, and how I help others to overcome their pain. And basically, that's what we do. And it's just wonderful. I never thought I would be a coach. I always thought I was just going to be an educator, a nursing educator, educating, students in clinicals, which I probably do, give back. But this is on another level. This is on another level. And I'm just so happy and so grateful for my coach for even inspiring me, motivating me, putting her in front of me on Instagram, and me joining her team keeps me attached to something that's greater. Something that I see someone that has been through the same thing that I have been through and much more, but still can overcome adversity. You still can turn your pain into purpose. Your pain God inflicts on you is for you to share and tell people. And everywhere I go, people say, "You always smiling." I don't have a choice but to smile because God woke me up this morning. That's number one. But number two, I don't look like what I done been through. I don't look like what I done been through, y'all. I'm telling you. So I'm going to keep a smile on my face. And when someone say, why you so happy? Then the other day somebody told me, "You always be in positive vibes." Why would I not? Why would I not? And once you start to see how you're inspiring and impacting others, you'll know that you're on the right direction. Once I start to see that people reaching out to me, asking me how I got through my pain and depression, I'm telling them and it's helping them. And it's like, okay, people really need help. And I want to be the one to help you guys. So my Purpose in Pain seminar is October the 16th. I'm so excited. Seats are limited due to COVID. Seats are limited. We have early bird and we have VIP. So VIP and early bird tickets available at Eventbrite. The link is in my bio. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys how you turn your pain into purpose. So get your seats today. If you know anyone that could benefit, it's not all tailored to women, men and women. Most of my events are co-ed, as you can see, because I have 50% men at work and 50% women at work, because men have pain too. So if you know anyone that could benefit from a seminar, just empowering, impacting, inspiring, turning your pain into purpose, then send them my way and you won't regret it. All right, you guys, click the link in the bio and I will see you all October the 16th. All right? Ciao.